Going on, guys? The music too loud? Let me know. Let me know if it's too loud or not. You guys all watch that game? The music too loud? Let me know. Let me know if it's too loud or not. That was nuts. You guys all watch that game? Recovering from illness. What happened? That was an amazing game. Amazing. I wish they put like games in the Hall of Fame. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so small audience today, as it is later than normal, but I'm sure everyone wanted to watch the football games. So that is the reason why this stream was late. Also, the markets look shot. So COVID? Damn, hope you feel better, man. If you guys have any questions, let me know. It's just gonna be a short, chill stream. I haven't really looked at anything yet. Everything looks pretty garbage. Looks like we're gonna have some waiting to do. All right, this is Tesla. Very common area of support across this white line here, and it lines up perfectly right in this region with this triple top. Right, so right around 900. This could potentially fall to. Right, so we have a triple top here, and then we also have an old area of support right around 886, or to be exact, yeah, 886. What's up, basic? But the charts look ugly. Ugly. But when there's fear, good time to buy. Definitely not a market crash. Market crashes are usually like, I would say 20% from the high. So, I mean, if we continue to dip, maybe. We're only down 8.7% on SPY. And QQQ we're down probably like 13%. Oops. 14%. So QQQ is at an interesting spot here though, right? So we have one bottom, two, and now we're testing it for a third time. So if we can bounce, this is the area to bounce. I'm pretty sure futures are up. Yeah, so futures are up 115. Right off the bottom. Which would be, you know, this would be a nice move. I think we see like a big dead cat bounce back up. I don't think this is the end though. So unfortunate that it broke this trend line. Right, we bounced perfectly, saw upside, and then broke through. This was the perfect area to take puts. Right through. Right through this level right here. See what the other futures are doing. So they're all up about the same. So hopefully it can carry over. Does anyone here play futures? Sorry to flag. So what time is it by you? It's only 10:30 for me. I stay up late every night. Money doesn't sleep. All right, we're starting to flag here on ES. See what we got for the week though. Let's take a look at some setups. SPY, watching this level right here, 436.12. Previous support, right? Double bottom right there. Hit it again, triple bottom. And then just filled the gap right here. This gap on the daily. So we had 2 candles touching it, and then we gapped up. So this is a good area to bounce back. If we do test it again, even though we're up. QQQ, just like I said before, watching this area as a support. Regarding resistance, this candle, absolutely. Which is right around 360. So mental level should be interesting. IWM looks awful. All right, we broke every single support here. Even broke this support. And so this old resistance broke, didn't hold. Next level here is like right around 191. Crazy. Tesla, just covered that, watching 900 as a level. Or if it can break back over 980 and potentially break out of this little flag that it's creating here. Right, kind of like a little flag. I wonder what fib level this is. So from the low to the high, it's sitting right at the 786. So it should be interesting. It's kind of doing this exact same thing again. Charting on TrendSpider. I could chart on TrendSpider. I just don't like it. Let me open it up. I hate the charting on TrendSpider, honestly. I thought I would like it, but oh, so here's what I was looking at last time. How do I remove this? Okay. So this is what I was watching last time. REGN, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. Nice flag here, and it looks like it's going to break out. I'm actually going to add this to my watch list. Need to make a new watch list. So what's tomorrow? 124. So 124. Save that. Add SPY. Add QQQ. Add IWM. Always add Tesla because that's my favorite stock. REGN. Okay. See, like, I don't like how the trend lines don't carry over. Pretty annoying. Here's the daily. Oh, there we go. Look at the daily. Very common area level of support. And we are forming this beautiful wedge. That looks really good. This looks very good, honestly. I like this. And what are we in January? 45%. This is the seasonality, so like the best performing month is July. And the market scanner on this is very good. That's what I like TrendSpider for this. Double inside breakout. Let's see what's on here. Probably nothing because everything tanked. Yeah, so there's nothing. And you could search for all of these too. Like they have preset conditions that you could just news today plus oversold. That's probably a pretty cool scan. That's pretty interesting. That you could pick something with news and something that's oversold. AMC comes up, that's funny. Okay, I guess it doesn't want to work. Price is squeezing. Pretty interesting. Anything wants to load. But here's the daily. You want to see HD? Let's check it out. Oh, I was actually looking at it. So this is actually, I'm happy you brought this up. This is another one I was looking at on TrendSpider. So if you draw a line from here, it kind of bounces there, here, but it did just fall through. So, but it's sitting right at this previous level of resistance, right? So it rejected here, it rejected here as well. So if it's going to reverse, it should be somewhere in this region here. I have no clue how to use this. Okay. I'm not sure why HD sold off so much. I feel like it wouldn't have, but saw a nice drop. Let's see. And McDonald's you wanted to see. So I had this one charted as well. Right, so it's sitting right at this trend line. So if it can reclaim this trend line, I would consider calls. See, I have no clue how to use this thing. Calls over 258.46. But if it starts to break to the downside, definitely puts below this low here. 252.90, right? And then it has a little gap to fill on the daily, right? So what's that level? 252.37, and then it has a gap to fill right to 250. So that could be a nice little move if you take puts at the break of that 252 level. Walmart, isn't that what we, oh no, we didn't just do that. So Walmart's been going sideways since about November. But it is consolidating pretty nicely here. Check it out. Right, so we have multiple bottoms. Right, so one bottom, two bottom, 3, 4, and so on. And it's sitting right at this volume profile level. So if it reverses, it should be right in this range. But the risk to reward here isn't good enough for me, right? So this can either go down back to this level right around 135, or it can reverse and go, you know, about to like 150. So the risk to reward personally for me isn't there. Not a typical setup that I play, right? It's in the middle of a range. You want it to be either at the bottom or at the top. Check out shop. everything got crushed. So it had this triple bottom here, and then it totally died. Volume profile right around here. Let's see. I really hate this program. It broke this volume profile, so it really could see, you know, back to this 750 level, 800. I don't like shop at all. There's way better setups than this. Yeah, everything looks pretty ugly here. I was looking at this too. What's the ticker? JBHT. All right, this is a classic rising wedge. Looks pretty good if it can break to the downside here. Below that, below 194.65. I'm gonna create an alert. I hate you, and on this program I can't delete this thing. Remove. Oh, maybe I did. Like, I don't want the alert name. I don't know what that does. No. No, I don't want to do that. Whatever. Let's check out shop. Wait, did I just do shop? Yeah, I did do shop. Like, this could totally bounce back, like, for sure. Like, don't take it off your watch just because I'm saying so. Everyone has, you know, everyone plays different setups and everyone's comfortable with different stuff. But it's just, I typically look for falling wedges and bull flag breakouts. That's like what I found all my success with. LCRX. Oh wait, LRCX. Whoops. RCX. So first thing I notice is like this, right? So it tried to break through, it failed, retested again, broke out, retested, and then continued. And now it's, you know, moving back to the downside. And it broke this double bottom here. Right, so we had one bottom, two bottom, and then fail. No problem, broker. So again, I mean, don't take this off your watch list if this is something that you like here. Totally can reverse, but this is not something that I like, so it's just my opinion. Personally, I wouldn't put this on my watch list and I wouldn't trade it. PDD April flow. So overall downtrend, right? I always try and make you guys aware of that. So the force is against you. So these trades are tough. They can pay big, but you're in an overall downtrend. So gravity is fighting against you. That's all I really have to say for this. My favorite pick for this week, honestly, I don't even have one right now. I don't even have a favorite. So what I'll do is I'll probably just look at flow and see what they're putting money into. Yeah, I'll probably wait till the morning, just because of you know, nothing really looks too good. Let's see. So that's PDD, FedEx. This looks like it might have some more downside. Right, so this is like a classic bear flag. Am I able to do the inverse of this? No. But if this was upside down, this would be like a nice flag. Needs to hold this level here, 238. This area might test again. So again, in a range. Wait for it to either hit the bottom or break out over this level. 266.79. Yeah. XOM. Exxon's been doing well. All right, I'm gonna go back to actually trading view for a little bit. If that's okay with you guys. So if I see anything I like, I can add it to my watch list. Wow, this chart's crazy. I wonder where this ends up if I go like this. Wow. So this is actually super interesting. All right, so here's the weekly. We just broke out over the weekly. What's up, D Cruz? We actually have a decent amount of people in here for late at night. It's almost 11 o'clock Eastern. So here's the weekly chart. We kind of have a inverse head and shoulders. All right, so here's like the left shoulder. Here's the right. I mean the head. And then here's the right. And we broke out over this level here. Broke out, and now we are testing this trend line. So this is from 2014, 2016. So this is a huge resistance we're sitting at. If we can break over the recent high we just made, 74.37, this might continue on and see 80 plus. See this next area of resistance right around 83. And 77. Right, multiple areas of resistance right in that region. So this is the weekly, just be aware. I'm trying to go in order, guys. So here's ASO. Looks like a pretty decent flag. If you guys see any flags, let me know. Those are my favorite. I like this. Right, these always offer the best risk to reward. Always. What is this? ASO. Sports and outdoors. Retail. Interesting. So this could be a good area to take calls. Watch this region as a bottom. Yeah, oil's been doing very well. I love Exxon leaps here, actually. It's a great risk to reward. I think if it can hold this region, right? So we have multiple areas of support right in this region, right around 33 to 35. If it can hold this region, take calls here and add as it breaks out. If this starts to move to the upside, like over around 39, 40, then if it breaks out, it could retest the high of 50. So this is definitely like a better swing potential. I'm not sure how this moves. I don't really play it too often, or I don't play it ever, but looks pretty good. I'll set my alert at the break here. I'm not going to add it to my watch list. I'm trying to go in order. Coin and Apple. Coin looks awful. Not even touching this. Just broke the low. So this is an IPO low. Awful. That's all I have to say for that chart. Apple, I actually really like this week, adding this to my watch list. Right, so it's sitting right at this area. So we bounce once, twice, three, and potentially 4 times. So if we take a look at the 2 hour, right, this looks like it might bounce here, and it looks like we might test this region right here, right? So we have an area of resistance, another area of resistance acted as support, support, support. Then it, you know, hesitated a little bit, kind of faked out, tried to, buyers tried to step in, but bears came in and market pulled it down. So looking at this for a potential breakout if we do see some movement on tech this week. What was next? Nvidia. Chris, you're in here, Chris Carrara. So here's Nvidia. Let's take a look at the daily. So I actually really like this here as well. I'm gonna add this to my watch list for this week. Why do I like this, right? So this pink trend line that I have here, right? So from this bottom here, we have one bounce. It fell through, but then broke out. We have another bounce, and we are sitting right at this pink line again, but this lines up perfectly with this triple top here, right? So old resistance will act as a new support. This area should hold. This area should hold. Maybe a fake out before the breakout, but I wanted to reclaim this wedge. So we'll see what price action looks like on Monday. But I do like this chart a lot. We have some good swing entries. Swing trading has been pretty brutal lately. Yeah, we finally got that gap fill as well, like just like D-Cruz just said. All right, we broke that 239.24 level, and it filled right to 233.55, and it's sitting there right now. So if this can hold 230, I really like this for a possible, you know, 1-2 month swing. But this market has just been brutal for swing traders, so, you know, always size small. You got to remember that. What's up, Christian? Carvana puts. Yeah, also earnings are coming up very soon for a lot of things. All right, Tesla has earnings on the 26th. So what is that, Wednesday? Let's see what else. Earnings. What's today, the 23rd? Tesla's not on here. Interesting. Oh wait, because they don't have earnings until... When do they have earnings? I'm looking at the wrong day. The 25th. So what we got. 26th. So Boeing has earnings. Anything else? LRCX has earnings. I know someone wanted me to look at that. Me too, Cruz. I literally only swing traded. I would buy like 2-3 months out because I was working full time as well. So I would buy 2 to 3 months out and I wouldn't even look at the charts midday. But now that we're able to like work from home and the market is brutal for swing trading, I've just been scalping and day trading. What else do we got here? Anything else? Interesting. Airlines, AAL. Netflix. Didn't we just have Netflix? Oh, did I look at the wrong date again? I think I did. Apple. But I wonder what that will do. Kathy Wood keeps buying like damn stock. McDonald's. This is a big week, guys. This is a really big week. We also just had OPEX last Friday. And it was like the second largest day of option expiration ever. So that definitely didn't help the market. Apple, Microsoft, Tesla this week. Let's take a look at GLD. I think this is another blonde broker. Jay, I don't know, maybe not. There's a lot of fakes out there. So gold, I kind of like as a longer term play. Right, it's creating higher and higher lows and lower highs. So when that happens, it results in a big move. Perfect level of resistance here. Right, so definitely needs some more time, but if it can break out, needs over that high that it created this week or in the previous week of 172.60, and then it needs over 174.61. If we can break that, we should see potentially new highs on gold. I'm going to set my alert. This is the weekly chart. Would be to remind you. Let's take a look at like this more. So could bounce here. Right, we kind of had that triple top here. Bounced right off of this old resistance. Right, became a new support. Maybe see some new upside. Blonde broker, are you a broker? That'd be the real test. Team USA 11, what's up, man? Heck. This looks like a massive inverse head and shoulders. Right, and it just broke out. Left shoulder head, right shoulder flagged perfectly. It looks like to the 236. Let's see. Guarantee this was like right to the 236. Oh, close. Right in that region. All right, this was like a perfect flag. Perfect, like a cup. And then it broke out, pulled back, continuation. It's a nice bullish chart. Looks like it's doing a retest, right? So it broke this level of 30.79. Now it's pulling back to retest. And then it should see some continuation. But I like this over this high right here. 29.92. Oxy. Check it out. So this is the weekly. Let's go to the daily. All right, so this is a rising wedge. So rising wedges are pretty bearish. This is typical. All right, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it comes back down, tests this region. A break below this level, like I would take puts here, honestly. Puts, and then a stop loss would be right there, around 37. And the price target is 26. So pretty good risk to reward here. 22% move to the downside with a 9% move to the upside. Yeah, I like the put scenario on this better than calls. Hood has earnings this week. Sheesh. That ain't look good at all. That looks awful. GDX. So this is the chart I had. So kind of the same thing in a range. All right, needs to break out over this high here. If it can break out over 33.19, it should test this next level at 35. And then, you know, test this level and then continue. Hold on, guys, I'm getting a phone call. Okay. This looks pretty decent though. I'm gonna set my alert right here. You did puts? Wow, that's a good play. Yeah, all you needed to do on this was just puts. 100% gains. That ain't a bad idea. What did Seablast put on his watch list? Yeah, I'm actually going to add this to my watch list. Because I don't have anything. And this is pretty decent. Let's see what was on C-Blast watch list. So gold he did. Neo. And Neo looks pretty good. Let's check out Neo. The Neo daily. Okay, so I had this from last week. If this can hold, I want a D-wave up to this region. This is exactly how I want it to play out. I already had it charted. But if it doesn't reclaim, and if it drops down, this is invalidated. So, definitely watching this. Look at the weekly. That looks good. If it can hold. If it doesn't, that looks like garbage. That's a classic bull wedge. Bull flag. So this is all I got so far. I really don't like too much. I might just try and play Spy with you guys. Might just have to play Spy and QQQ this week. Charts look good. These are like the best charts. Might have to join the Spy fam. Margin call. No, I never use margin. So this is really all I got. What's Amazon looking like? Scared to look. Oh my god. Broke this major level, right? 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3. Right at 28.81, and it's at 28.50. This could be a good put play. Might have to take puts. But if you guys are following me on puts, I'm like 0-10 on puts. I do awful with puts. I don't know why. Maybe I should just flip my chart around and play puts. All right, here's the inverse. Maybe we'll see 2000. So here's the inverse. Kind of interesting looking at the inverse. Right, you see things differently. This looks good though, Apple. If it can break 157, and then test 138. Right now, if I inverse it, it's like I would never think to chart it like that. Yeah, whoops. So, we'll have to see about SPY calls. If it can hold this level, I would consider it. If it can hold 436, I would consider calls for a push back up to like around that region. Right, we bottomed here and we bottomed here, and it's also 450. Definitely a mental level. But on that note, covered a decent amount of charts. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. But I'm probably gonna head out. It's 11:15. Let's see. Biggest out of the money calls. Apple right before close. Definitely have to watch Apple. Right, they took 1.22 million on 128. Right, so this Friday, 167.5. $5 out of the money. 4.5. 5,700 contracts. That's crazy. NQQQ. 318 though. Wait, this is crazy. What is MELI? This is $1,000 out of the money. To invert the chart is Alt-I. On Windows, on Mac, I think it's Option-I. What is MELI? You guys see that call? Look at this. It's for 2024 though, but still. A 2,000 call. And the current price is 1,061. For almost $400,000. That's insane. Look at the weekly for this one. So look where it's sitting at. It's sitting at support. That's a classic wedge right here. By the way, double bottom, bounced, inside candle. I'm gonna set my alert. Oh, this is like the Spanish eBay or Amazon for wow. That's super interesting. That's really far out of the money. That's why I always like to look at the big orders, see what the big money is doing. Right, this is like a planned trade, right? So they bought 270,000 even, 600 contracts even. They weren't like aggressively trying to get into the trade. This is the only one that catches my eye. And this one obviously because it expires this week and it's for 1.2 million. Crazy. Volume profile, we actually have a PDF in the Discord about volume profile that I would suggest going over. I'll pull it up right now just so you can see it. In market resources, volume analysis, volume profile right here. In the Discord. Alright guys, on that note, I'm gonna head out. Stuff to do. If you want to see any charts, you can ping me in the Discord. Now I'll give you a chart request. Or I'll give you a chart. Alright? Sorry for the late stream, sorry for the late notice. Be back on schedule. And we'll let's have a good week. Have a good one, guys.